Hello everybody, welcome back to the Rift. Johnny here, and today we're playing Garen into a Ksante. And if you're new around here, my mission is to show you my journey, learning and applying the concepts of the game, and figuring out if an average homie can apply these so-called fundamentals of the game that all the other big streamers talk about.
Here is the first of many.
Without the fancy mechanics that they have, right? And we've been able to go from bronze to gold, applying the fundamentals. Let's see how far they can take us. And hopefully you will see some applicable strategies for your own games here as well.
The cursed villain.
First thing we look for here is to get priority in the lane. Looks like Ksante is completely AFK. But yeah, we're playing with the runes you see on screen. A little bit of phase rush action today.
No eye.
He's late to lane, so he actually missed a bit of XP. I'm gonna spin here. I'll get my level up and auto Q. Winning trade for us. I'll try to not... Okay. Missed a little bit too many last hits here.
Infamy.
That's okay. We got 8 out of 12. Not the best. That's okay though. So the main thing is that they have a Kane in the jungle. Kanes love
I bring
to... Yeah. Okay. There he is. On command. Yeah, you know Kane is gonna look to get some trades early because he needs it for his form. Would love to. So just gonna W, auto QE, that procs phase rush, and I'll try to maintain the wave pushing into me as it is now. Because ultimately, if it's pushing into me close to my tower, we're not gonna be vulnerable to any Kane rotations. But I'm already feeling pretty good about this because the Ksante lost quite a bit of HP here. Pretty nice. Just try to dodge his Q there. We could have punished that cannon last hit. So I actually had a coaching session with Alois himself.
We fight.
And he was instructing me on how to punish last hits more and be more aggressive. So one of my goals that hopefully we will work on today is being more aggressive too. And not playing the lane in such a neutralizing way, which has been a tendency of mine in the past. But I do think here this is positive because we freeze the wave, and this guy is gonna lose quite a lot of XP.
We fight for those who cannot.
Nice. Okay. Missed a couple, but we're getting most. I am gonna trim a little bit. Couldn't get that one. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the minions, when they are this close to your tower, they will like just run into tower range for some reason. It can get a bit weird sometimes. Yeah. Let's get some more points into E. And today we're playing with the lethality Garen setup, which is my recommendation right now for playing Garen, especially in the bronze to platinum elos. I do think it's the best setup available right now. We got level 5 to his level 4. We should hard win.
Victory awaits.
I don't have Conqueror, so that's something to keep in mind. But still. We're always trying to dodge his Qs whenever possible. I'll use my potion here, and I'm counting on the fact that I'm getting level 6 before him. So he's gonna be... Sadly, I couldn't connect my Q there. I do think that if I connect my Q, I can just press ult. And probably kill him. I think I still... No. Down. Oh, he's very lucky. I'm not gonna risk it here because Kane could be coming for me as well. It's so juicy though, given how low he is. Okay. Well, the wave is pushing into me, so I don't need to do anything here. Looks like he went for a recall himself. So that's okay too. I'll just get some early boots and then get some extra damage. Okay, so that's TP used. No problem. Look at where the next wave is. He still has to get through this next wave, right? So we're gonna get back in time. And as we're getting back, remember to subscribe to the channel if you value the content. It really helps me out. Bit of a tough journey here on YouTube, right? Getting a new channel going. So I appreciate any help you guys can give on that end too. Just gonna spin here for some of the last hits and then auto Q to just cut the trade at that point. I don't think I can get this one without getting hit, so I'll just play it safe. Cool. We do have refillable now, which it's a nice help overall. Garen also got some buffs recently, which is quite nice. So we W when he does the ability. I just respect his Q3 there. We can heal back. Remember that when he presses his ult, his damage becomes ridiculous. So it's something we have to respect too. And the way his ult can work is that if it catches you against a wall, it can propel you beyond the wall itself, if that makes sense. Just go for some short trades. My goal here is to get him low enough that I can ult and kill him, especially when my ignite comes back. So that's another reference point for us in lane, is that every single time our ignite is gonna be up, we want to sync it with our ult to have the strongest possible. Okay. So my mistake here. See, I didn't wait for the ignite, and we didn't have enough damage for the all-in. Okay. I'll just let my jungler do the dirty work here. You don't have to be a hero. When you get a gank from your jungler, make sure that the enemy top laner can't just turn and kill you. Because if they just trade 1-for-1, it's highly worth it for them. I don't think I can help there. I need to prioritize my own wave state. I'm not sure if the Ksante has TP available. He did use it before, so I think he shouldn't have it.
Never forget why.
So I'm gonna try to punish as much as I can. I see Kane is very low, so I don't believe he has the ability to come here. Let's go for a backport. So we got a plate. We made some progress here into the Ksante. We got a bit of an XP lead as well. I'm gonna go into this. Okay.
Protect our land.
I'll save some of the money too. All right, then let's hydrate on our way back. Also, if you guys want to catch me live on Twitch and even join my lobbies, would love to see you over on Twitch too. Some games are also recorded live. This one isn't, but some are, and you can be a part of those and get your messages featured on YouTube. When his Q is on cooldown, we can go for a little short trade. Ultimately, this guy is becoming a massive tank. So more and more, our goal is going to be to just play for the wave itself and try to get some tower damage rather than necessarily killing this Ksante. Auto QE. And we try to use our phase rush, just W here for the incoming damage. Auto Q, we're happy with that. My jungler is around top side again. Nice. I just dropped my ult to guarantee the kill. This game, I'm also very fortunate that my jungler is playing around top side, so that makes my job a lot easier. I think last video you guys saw that we were pretty unlucky in that regard, where jungler was playing fully for bot side. That's gonna happen too, and it's our job as a top laner to adapt in both cases, right? If the jungler is playing around top side, we want to take as much advantage from it as we can. I do have my ignite onto the Ksante here. Chase down the Kane too. Wow. I think that's kind of game winning. I would like to say jungle diff as well. Honestly. Yes, we played our lane pretty solid, but at the end of the day, we had an amazing jungler here. So again, we use that to our advantage, right? We have to think of our teammates like resources. I know it sounds kind of bad, but like they are sort of resources we can use to our advantage as well, right? And the same goes for them. They're using me in this case as a resource, and that's how solo queue should work. Very nice chunk here onto the Yone. Just hope it doesn't get to kill my teammate. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I want to play for this Drake, and honestly, the 0 and 3 Ksante does not worry me. Like, if Ksante gets a little bit of tower damage, that's not really gonna impact my game too much. Of course, I don't want him to get a ton of plates, but I want to secure this Drake. Looks like it's completely safe, so I'm already gonna move away. Diana's coming back to mid, so I'm not gonna tax her wave, and instead I'm gonna run directly to top. So we're gonna lose most of this wave for the rotation, but I value guaranteeing the Drake for my team. And again, the Ksante doesn't get too much here. We're in a great position. We still have item advantage on the Ksante as well. So here I'm just gonna all in him. I have my ult available. I can W a lot of the damage there. Just try to stick to him. Okay, auto, Q, ult, we got it. He's a bit of a Giga Chad when he presses his own ult, but my item advantage is so big that we kind of recognize that he just doesn't beat me. Put a ward here, we see Kane bot. So that means we can pursue our tier 2 tower here. Just getting the demolish proc is all I'm looking for. I mean, if I can accelerate and try to get the full tower, I will. Perfect. Insanely good for me. I mean, this is sort of game winning, right? This is completely winning position. Now, it's also important to show that we can convert a winning position into a win. Right? It's not trivial. A lot of people will get into a winning position and then throw the game. So very important for us to keep the focus here and bring this one home. Now I'm gonna switch and say me bot, please. I want to play for these towers bot. Look how juicy. We got this tower, we got this tower. This is gonna be so much gold for me. So I'm gonna say, hold up, ADC mid, please. I'm just gonna ask my ADC to go mid politely. If they don't want to go, that's okay. But ultimately, I'm gonna tell my team what I want, right? And then we'll adapt to what the team does.
Fear not, I'm coming.
Okay. We might see the jungler come in here as well. Also gonna be a little bit cautious. We got 1.5 items on Aphelios, and we see Cyclosword on Kane. So I'm making a call here that I think I can beat this Kane.
Be bold. Be just.
I would like to trap him here, but it worries me that they have vision. So one thing we should do too is switch to red trinket so we can actually scout out the enemy vision.
Never forget why we fight.
Perfect. Everybody's moving mid here, so I'm gonna try to use the timer to get as much progress as I can. Because it's a win condition for me to get these tier 2 towers. It's gonna skyrocket my my power level here. This guy does not even have his first item, by the way. So we should not be scared of the Yone. I almost one-shot him there. When my Q is up, I one-shot him. But we have to remember that, and other people can also come here. Of course, they were dead.
I stand ready.
Okay. Auto Q. Oh, they go for a quick surrender. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one.